Bizarre Brain Comics. Hello my comic book friends, and welcome to Bizarre Brain Comics. I am Gary, your host, and this is where I like to take a look at some older comics, talk a little bit about the characters and creators, and examine the stories and the art. Well, this is another impromptu video. And I went out to the garage and I grabbed 10 issues at random of Justice League of America. This is 10 issues for, going all through the 70s and into the 80s. This is all pre-code, pre-Crisis on Infinite Earths. So this is all have the multiverse with Earth 1, 2, 3, etc., etc. And these would all be considered Bronze Age, which is a real fun time in comics. So we're going to start right here with Justice League of America number 96 from 1972. Since it was cover date February, it would have actually been released in 71, but we'll go with the dates. This is Meet the Cosmic Vampire. He drained the life energy of the Justice Leaguers and became the most terrifying menace in the universe. It features Superman, Flash, Green Lantern, Hawkman, plus a cameo role by Adam Strange. This is written by Mike Friedrich. He wrote a lot of these, and illustrated by Dick Dillin, who drew most of the Justice League stuff through the 70s period, but not all of them. And he worked on some other projects too at the time. Of course, this is when they had the 52 big pages for 25 cents. Wow, 25 cents. You can't get anything for 25 cents. And you see them fighting, giant bugs. Looks like ants of some kind. And here's their energy vampire. And like most of these stories were mostly 1 or 2 part storylines. I think a lot of these are two-parters, but some, The Coming of Starbreaker, Part 4. Oh, yeah. Then it had when that finished up, be with us next issue as the most powerful villain launches his attack with the fury of 100 star suns. So yeah, this is continued. There's a whole bunch of versions of this guy, and then it has a backup story of reprinting from 1940, an Hour Man story. And these were kind of nice. At the time when I was a kid, I didn't like these because I often didn't like the art, and I didn't like the way the stories were told, etc. But yeah, these were pretty good. Now, in retrospect, to get to it was, and at the time it was our only chance to really see any of the Golden Age stuff. And it has a Wildcat story. Ah, that's cool. I didn't see that before. And that's got some real nice artwork, figure work. And that's 96. And we jump to issue 110, which is a DC 100-pager for 50 cents. 100 pages for 50 cents. Wow. And this one was so worn, the back cover was missing, and it had come off, even though I still had it, so I had to tape it back together again. These are so rough, it doesn't matter. But they're all great for reading. And that's what comics are all about, for reading. And said, here come TV's Super Friends. So this would have been, this is from 110. This is from 74? Yeah, 1974. So this is about the time that the Super Friends were coming out. Just hitting the airwaves. And again, this is of course, this is the square-bound one, big one. Where's the credits? Where are the credits? Oh, right there. Written by Len Wein, again with Dick Dillin and Dick Giordano doing the art chores. The Man Who Murdered Santa Claus. Sounds more like a Batman story. It looks like it kind of starts with Batman. Oh, we got an early John Stewart Green Lantern. Wow. And, of course, Green Arrow. And both Dick Dillin and Dick Giordano, of course, were excellent artists. But this lead story isn't very long. It has an epilogue here. But then it goes right into these are the backup stories are longer. Reprinting Justice Society of America story. Written by John Broome. I don't think he gives the art credits. I think they're a mashup of different artists. Boy, it's all The Plight of a Nation. Hawkman. Oh, it's a nice Hawkman. Nice Hawkman and Wonder Woman. And all kinds of cool stuff. And then it's also has another backup reprinting a Justice League story featuring Zatanna, art by Mike Sekowsky. This is they had some really nice work. And this was would have been from the 60s, from the early period of the new look, Batman new look. You know, with the yellow around his oh, look at that, look at that. Justice Society of America. It looks like a Murphy Anderson, I think, drew that, or at least did the inks. It was real nice. Too bad it's not on a fold-out page or something. And then here, continues the Zatanna story. That's nice, 110. And I'm taking entirely too long on these, but I get sucked in when I start flipping through them. This is 112, just a couple issues later, another 100-pager, but now it's gone up to 60 cents. So this would have been also 74, I think. Yeah, 74. But the neat thing is this is War with a One-Man Justice League as Amazo. There's a lot of stuff in there, so it's as Justice League of America, War with a One-Man Justice League. Dick Dillin, Dick Giordano again, and Len Wein still doing the writing. Must have been kind of difficult to write stories for trying to give all these characters their chance. That's why I think that's one of the reasons why they often had story plots that where they broke up into teams. But that's not all. That's not all. Oh, yeah, that's the end of it. They broke Amazo, the creature of the Velvet Cave. And Amazo and his creator, all stuff about Amazo, and then we're back up. Golden Age stories again. The Crimson Avenger and the Seven Soldiers of Victory. He was part of that, and I like the Crimson Avenger, but I liked him best when he was in his cloak, mask, and wore a suit. He was more like the pulp heroes at the time. This is a long story too. It has the another reprint Justice League story. Mike Sekowsky doing the art. The Super Exiles of Earth. Lots of good reading on these. Then we go to, this is 144, the damaged on the cover, and you can't see it, but I looked at it. 144. So this would have been from 77? Yeah, 77. And the origin of the Justice League -1. Dick Dillin and pencils, and Frank McLaughlin inks. And he did a lot of good inking stuff. There's an unusual look to John Jones. But yeah, all kinds of stuff. Has Plastic Man, has and this has all kinds. The Blackhawks, and is that Kong Gorilla? I don't know, Plastic Man, and all Yeah, it is Congorilla. Cool. Cool. Jeez. Giant rocket. A Wonder Woman fashion doll. Wow. Some cool stuff. Then we go to 177.60. Justice League of America. This one's kind of neat. I think I want to reread this one tonight. This is because this is quite a team up. Has the Justice League of America, the Justice Society of America, and a guest starring the Legion of Superheroes. Wow, 19 superheroes in the greatest team up of all time and space. Crisis in the 30th century. And Paul Levitz, Martin Pasco are writers, Dick Dillin, Frank McLaughlin artists. Good job. And this is cool because it's got all these groups. I got so many characters. It'd be very difficult to write for all these characters. And of course, it's Mordru. Mordru is our big villain. He was magical based, and there's all kinds of stuff all through time and space. So that's some cool stuff. Power Girl, Classic Age Flash, all kinds of cool stuff. I'm gonna have to read that one. Then we go to number 157. This is Joe Stanton and Joe Giacomo cover. It says "Till Doom Do Us Part." This has the epilogue is. Prologue is drawn by Dick Dillin. Listen. But it have a guest penciler for the rest of it. Is Juan Ortiz. And he looks very Dillin-esque, if you ask me. And that's not a bad. I've never heard of him, but it's a fine job. Looks like a fine job. That's good. It's got Red Tornado. We don't see him very often back then. And it also has, not Garad, but I suddenly can't think of his name. Solivar, leader of the intelligent guerrillas. So, involved in here. Some cool stuff. And oh, look at here. This is who? A wedding for whose wedding is it? I don't know. Could it be Ralph? Or was he was already married then? I don't know. So that's 157. And here we go. This is number 159. And it's changed because this is 50 cents, so it's the regular sized. But this one also is different because it's got the Justice League and the Justice Society versus, get a load of this, Jonah Hex, the Viking Prince, Miss Liberty, Black Pirate, and Enemy Ace. It's like they just threw everybody into this one, huh? Crisis from Yesterday. JSA Team Up. Hang on. This looks kind of cool. Who did that cover? I don't know. Who did the cover? Who were the writers on this? Gerry Conway wrote it. You see a lot of Gerry Conway writing. Again with Dick Dillin and Frank McLaughlin. Yeah. Penguin solo adventure in the Hostess Fruit Pie ad. And looking through another one, I saw a solo of the Joker. He gets caught. This is cool because it's got the Western characters. A whole bunch of characters. Wow. How did they take out the Justice League? Superman should have been able to wipe them all slick. Hell, Wonder Woman should have been able to wipe them all slick. Okay, that's 159, and we go to 196. Now we're moving on. This is in 1981, somewhere in between these two issues. Somewhere between 159 and 196. I forgot the number. Artist penciler Dick Dillin passed away. And again, from what I understand, he was right in the middle of one of the issues. and but he passed away, and others had to take over. That I've forgotten what year that was. I think it was 1980. So here we got the Ultra Humanite. This is after he gets this. And he was Ultra Humanite was actually Superman's, I think, his first super villain, and in many ways, Lex Luthor was based on him, and the Ultra Humanite was originally written was a lot more like the original Superman as appeared in this short story written by what's his name, Gerry Siegel, creator of Superman, before they made Superman. Countdown to Crisis. Another one, Justice Society, and the Justice League, Justice Society, and Secret Society of Supervillains. Oh, it's got all kinds of people. With again, Gerry Conway writer, with George Perez and Romeo Tangle as the artists, and a real fine job. But you would expect nothing less from these guys. Oh, it's a good Batman there. A whole bunch of stuff. Oh, it has what's his name? Yeah, Johnny Thunder, not the Western. the genie one. That's cool. And then here we go to issue number 200, the 200th issue of Justice League of America. This is from 1982. Yeah, 1982. And if I remember correctly, I've got it. Recently got another copy of this that was given to me because I won a contest by Scott Jason King. But the big thing, the difference in that is that the copy he gave me was autographed by many of the creators. And that is cool, I tell you. I wasn't sure if I had a copy of this or not, but that is really cool. And so, who are our creators here? I have to see if I can find it. Here we go. Splash page. Oh, still have the satellite. A League Divided. Still Gerry Conway writer, with George Perez and Brett Breeding doing the art chores. With special appearances by Green Arrow, Adam Strange, and the Phantom Stranger. This has a long. Oh, I like that version of this version of Martian Manhunter. It's cool. And again, team up. Oh, yeah. Jim Aparo did this part. Phantom Stranger and Aquaman, which makes sense because he drew both of them in their own stories before. There's a variety of creators, of artists in this. Oh, haha, this looks really cool. I bet. Ooh, Joe Kubert. We're doing Hawkman stuff. Yeah, cool. Hawkman versus Superman by Joe Kubert. Oh, that's great. Lettering by the Kubert School. That is unexpected. That is unexpected. And lots of cool stuff. And oh, I think it's a wraparound cover. Look at that. Oh, got a 72-page anniversary epic featuring the creative contributions of a whole bunch of people. Cool stuff there. And here we have issue 201, just following that up. It says Ultra is back. So this would have been also from 1982. Gerry Conway. Oh, and Don Heck and Bob Smith are the artists on this. I was just reading a Wonder Woman story with Don Heck art. And I'm going to be doing a deep dive into that one, the Don Heck artwork. And there's just something about Don Heck stuff that he's a fine artist. I like his work, but there's some little things that just hit me wrong, and I don't know why. But he was a fine artist. Did a whole lot of fine work for both Marvel and DC. So, as well as other publishers, and I think he also drew the very last. What I think is the very last story of Mighty Samson for Gold Key. But don't hold me to that. It may not be the actual last story, and I might be thinking of somebody else. And I've taken way too long talking about these, but hey, these are some cool books. So I had to yammer on. So that's all I have to share with you this time. It's a lot longer than I intended. But do thank you for joining me. Please like, share, and subscribe. And do leave your comments down below. What do you think of these Bronze Age Justice League books? Just 10 random issues. Thank you for joining me. Please like, share, subscribe. Do leave your comments. And remember, comics are art.